Zorua in Pokemon Go is one of the most sought after and disappointing things that have happened in Pokemon Go for a lot of people in the last couple days, because it was supposed to come out on Shuppet Spotlight Hour and then it has not. However, it did have a glitch in it that Zorua is actually a Pokemon that will mimic your buddy Pokemon in Pokemon Go when it's in the wild. Think about Ditto. Ditto mimics a other Pokemon. Zorua, however, will mimic your buddy Pokemon and then it will appear in the wild as your buddy Pokemon, which means, it can have some quite cool looking different Pokemon in the wild. Things such as Mewtwo, such as Legendary, Shiny Buddies, whatever that is, that Pokemon will be really cool spawning in the wild. And I just want to give a big shout out to Amazon Prime for sponsoring this video. Let's check it out. Have you heard of Prime Gaming? Well, Prime Gaming is going to be free included with your Prime membership. So if you have a Prime membership, this is the time to link your Prime and your Prime Gaming account, because it's going to provide you free items for a ton of your amazing favorite titles in video games. And these free items are going to come every month. And I'm most excited about the Pokemon Go Halloween 2022 event item bundle that is coming out. That includes 20 Ultra Balls, 5 Max Revives, and 1 Super Incubator. And what makes this even more special is this incubator is going to help you hatch 7-kilometer eggs, which can contain the brand new shiny Noibat. So what's not better than getting free items to help you play in Pokemon Go each and every month just from connecting your Prime membership with Prime Gaming. So I just leveled up with Prime Gaming by going to gaming.amazon.com to be able to link your account and to be able to get the free items each and every month. But these Pokemon Go items will only be there for 2 weeks, so make sure to head there today. Let's level up together with Prime Gaming. So definitely head over to Prime Gaming and make sure to sign up to get your free item drops today. Zorua is actually a Pokemon that will take on the form of your buddy Pokemon, and then it will be able to be caught, and it's going to say, oh, similar to as Ditto, and then it's going to transform over into Zorua. However, when the glitch happened, what was happening is when the Pokemon would be spawning in the wild that were your buddy Pokemon, you would catch that Pokemon, and then Zorua would have the exact same CP, exact same level, and the exact same IVs, which is not the intention of how this is supposed to work. It's supposed to be camouflaged, and then once you catch it, it will transform into the real Zorua, which will be a different type of entity in Pokemon Go. So if you guys do want to see it being caught, you can check it out right now. So, shinies, legendaries, and everything will be spawning in the overworld, but they are not going to be those Pokemon. They are actually going to be Zorua in Pokemon Go. And why did Zorua happen to go like this is because Zorua is, in the main series games, would actually disguise itself as a person to go into town to be able to get food, and then it would be able to come out of town without having to be, flagged for being, oh, that's a Pokemon, we're not going to let it have food. However, if it was a person going into town and be able to get some food and then come back, then it wouldn't really question it, right? So what is Zorua in Pokemon Go? It's actually a dark type Pokemon, and it's going to max out at 1329, which is going to be semi below the Great League CPs, and it's more heavy of an attack Pokemon than anything else, which makes it problematic to put it into PvP. And it's going to be weak to Fighting Fairy and Bug with a double resistance to Psychic. However, Zoroark is going to max out at 2907. However, this Pokemon is also an attack heavy Pokemon at 250 attack stat, a defense of 127, and a stamina of 155. So mostly this Pokemon is for looks. Think of it kind of like a Ditto Pokemon. I mean, obviously it's much better than a Ditto Pokemon. However, at the same time, this Pokemon, it's not going to be anything outside of the ordinary except a fan favorite for a lot of people. Thank you to Randy and other Patreons and chat members from my live streams that have informed me, because I was not too familiar about this Pokemon, because I'm more of a newer Pokemon Go player. So outside of Gen 1, I don't really know too much. So every time a new Pokemon comes out in Pokemon Go, I get to discover more about it, which is a cool feature for me. So this Pokemon will be spawning in the wild, but it is going to to look in the overworld as a shiny legendary because it will take the form of your buddy Pokemon in the wild. So in the Halloween event, can you get it? Yes, you can get it. Will it be as common as after? No, it will not. So if you ever see a Pokemon, which you are gonna have to be careful of, because if you're just walking, let's say like a basic Pikachu, and you just see a Pikachu in the wild, you're like, I don't really want Pikachu. Well, you have to be conscious of your buddy from here on out, because if it's just a regular Pokemon that you may not catch, then maybe you won't catch that Pokemon. But if it's a shiny Pokemon that you're walking, you're like, oh my gosh, there's a shiny Tyranitar in the wild, like what the heck? Like obviously it's a Zorua, which makes the game a little bit more fun and exciting, because now it's like, oh my god, I actually get to see that Pokemon in the wild. You get to catch that Pokemon, you get the encounter as if it is that, but then it turns into something else, right? So that is going to be fun. It's going to be really cool to see. I can't wait to see what buddies you guys are walking and which Zoruas are going to be spawning for you in Pokemon Go. So thank you guys for tuning in as always. To all my likers, comments, subscribers, Patreon members, everybody takes your support, subscribe, anticipation, and see you guys out on the next video. Peace.
I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.